Meanwhile, the other team takes their positions. They'll never see us behind these fences. Oh, yeah, so, I had a feeling that achievement would pop now. Because Shera and Chloe join with their augment slots automatically opened if you haven't opened them already, so they were the only missing slots that I needed, and yes, by the way, that achievement really does look like that. Yeah. But, yeah, that's that achievement done. We've opened up all slots on all characters. Well, this one does have that weird, like, cartoon rat-looking front, so I think the Sky Bandit one is a bit cooler. Did they build it, or... Yeah... How did they get their hands on all this technology so quickly? Yeah, we're glad it was. We wouldn't have been able to catch the mare otherwise. Wait, that was normal flight? So, catching up to a speeding motorboat and crashing down in the middle of a lake to block off their escape is a normal flight. Okay. Yeah, we haven't seen anywhere near how fast that ship is capable of. I guess you're a handling type of vehicle, then? If you were an airship, I would say that you would suck in Crash Team Racing. But anyway, so here we are finally able to explore this sector of the scenic route, but of course we can't actually go any further. But if you want to know what this area looks like, yeah, you can at least go through it. It's going to become a little bit more important in the second game, I guess. So, in terms of the girls' equipment... Let's go ahead and, actually, I think Chloe needs the reflector the most. Let's put that on her. They do all come with the best shoes that you have access to at this point in the game, which is great. They also have new weapons, the S-Stock and the Sidewinder. So if you talk to, Peyton here... Actually, it is a big deal, because if you forget to buy anything in Grancel, Peyton actually does sell some accessories. You can also open up slots, but, well, we've already opened up all the slots. And you can get more quartz. Still not enough to get Action 3, though. But if you need additional Cast 2s, definitely a good source of them. In fact, it might not be a I'm so close to getting that achievement, though. So if you select buy here, you can not only buy some decent items, including EP Charge EX, which 4 of those is probably enough for me right now. May as well get a few more though. But you can also buy several accessories, so the lily necklaces and the feather brooches in particular are also Glam Choker. If you don't have... I think you only really need one of these, but yeah, you might want to go ahead and stock up on those if you don't have them on the girl's inventory right now. We can also get some pretty crappy armor. This stuff mainly exists for flavor more than anything else. Oh yeah, by the way, Chloe and Shera actually joined with some stuff already equipped, but I'm going to go ahead and mess around with their augment setup, so I'll be right back. Oh, okay. You can actually have 2 heal quartz on the same augment. I didn't know that. Okay, so here's the equipment that I've gone with on these 3. I've got gladiator items on all of them. Silver earrings, not bad. We're going to be fighting a boss soon who uses poison. So, Poison immunity, obviously good. Grail Locket and Gladiator Belt are currently on Estelle. I might swap those around a little bit later on in this area. In terms of Orphan setup, okay, I've completely revamped Estelle's. Oh, I still really want information on someone. Okay, right now I'll just stick information on Chloe. I'll change that later, but I'll just keep that on her because I like showing the enemy descriptions. So, yeah, Estelle, in terms of her overall setup, this is a little bit weird, but basically I want everybody to have Clock Up EX and at least one of Blue Impact or Earthlands. They're both functionally the same spell, just with a different element. So on enemies that don't resist either, they're both the same thing. So as long as I've got one of those on everyone and Clock Up EX on everyone, I'm fine. Chaos Brand, though, is going to be really helpful going into the later fights. Chaos Brand, though, is still going to be really helpful. Shera has this setup, so she's got Aerial, Blue Impact, quite a lot of things, actually, but Clock Up EX is the main one. I've got at least one Earth Wall user, which is very good. I don't really like the fact that it's Estelle. I may have to change that. I also have Action 3 and Cast 2, which is the best spellcasting setup you can get in this game, on Chloe. She really, really needs that. Okay, so with all that done, I'm going to go ahead and save. And it's time to head out. You will get a second chance to prepare before the really tough fights, though, don't worry. Let's do this. Let's show the Intelligence Division we mean business. When we started out, we never thought we'd be rescuing the Queen. We never thought that would be one of our duties as a bracer. Not wasting any time at all, let's go. You know, you guys are kind of the real intruders here. You seriously weren't watching, like, the secret entrance? You have blueprints of the castle, you really should have known about it. But anyway, this is the one fight that the boys actually have to do. So, because of that, I feel pretty confident in just going ahead and spamming S-Crafts. Wow, they're already gone. I cannot hit all of them. And 3 more down. And this should hopefully finish the last one. Kinda makes sense just to do a quick surgical strike on this group. I like how the battle music is still going too. And that's very similar to one of his victory quotes. And he's gonna show his tanking powers. Meanwhile, Olivier is gonna be showing his, well, you know, he's just gonna be being himself. Looks like for once the Special Ops Division has been entirely outmaneuvered. And that's exactly what we were counting on. Most of their divisions have gone to guard the gates, leaving her on the roof completely unprotected. Yep, that one sure ain't one of yours. And I'm so sorry to kill the mood, but I still think the front of this ship looks like a cartoon rat with buck teeth. Well, at least you recognize her. And so, fight number 2. Yeah, we are actually fighting Captain Amalfi, finally. I'm sure most people have been waiting for a long time to get a chance to beat her face in, but anyway. Right-hand officer. So, she can inflict poison, and she has a few other tricks up her sleeve too. She can cast some arts as well, so... Let's see, I think right now, yeah, my HPs are a little off because I kept passing the HP 3 ports around to everyone, so... That is kind of annoying. Let's... I just had an evil idea, but first, let's just clock up EX on everyone we can. Yep, there's Poison Spray. Which is why I brought immunity. Though I felt, yeah, immunity to, you know, mute on Chloe was probably better. Let's see, I guess I can... Okay, one thing that I will mention is, you want to keep the girl's CP as high as possible throughout this, so don't waste too much right now. I do have a ton of ice cream though, so I can restore it as much as I want later. And, yeah, guess who isn't immune to confusion? Yeah, you can tell why they nerf confusion in later games. So now we get to watch Captain Amalfi betray her soldiers, though honestly I feel like it's a lot more satisfying to have her own soldiers betray her. Before I do that though, I probably need to heal myself. Wow, I rarely see them outright miss. Guess she does have an evade quartz on. Okay, now I suppose for you can actually just go for a clock up EX as well. Action 3 plus cast 3 plus clock up equals very good cast time on her spells, but first I need to heal. I think I should probably mix cocktail away that poison. Not really sure what I put in that to cure poison, but still. Oh, right, okay, yeah, debuffing her strength was probably a bad idea when she's confused, but oh well. Alright, what can I have you do? You can in fact use... Have we actually seen this one before? No, we have not. We have not seen this before. So remember how I said way earlier in the game that later on, Shara would learn a craft that is so good she's worth deploying for this craft alone? This is Heaven's Kiss. This is that craft. What Heaven's Kiss does is it pushes everyone in an AoE, right up to the top of the turn order, even if they're in the process of casting. So you can use this to manipulate cast time, you can use this to just give people more turns. This is ridiculous, and probably a skill that makes it well worth sticking the Gladiator belt on Shara if you really want to. Yeah, this fight is kind of being a joke right now, and considering that you have the Gladiator belt, I feel like there's no real reason not to just go for this on somebody. Yep, one down. Blue impact on the next. Look at all these turns we're getting. This is the power of Clock Up EX. Trust me, we will be needing that power very, very shortly. Yeah, you can't nearly outturn people this effectively on Nightmare mode. I almost called it Lunatic mode for a second, but yeah, because obviously enemy speeds are quite a bit higher on that mode. But still, yeah. I actually hit the wrong person there, but oh well. I mean, I suppose you can clock up the X yourself. Yeah, I love all these speed buffs on casters. Of course, now she's going to be targeting us because we're the only ones left, but as long as we have blue impacts, speed buffs, yeah, this is not going to take too long. Don't even feel the need to go for morale. And this should actually be over. Yep, it is now.
Well, that takes care of that.
I'm pretty sure she has some other things that she can do to you, but yeah, she is not immune to confusion, so she goes down pretty easily. Oh, right, Shara didn't actually know who that was. I find that kind of funny, like, everyone, she's pretty much, like, has the least personal stake in, like, well, you know, wanting to protect the country notwithstanding. In terms of all the antagonists we've met, like, she hasn't really met many of them at all. She's met Richard briefly, but, yeah. I still find that kind of funny, that she has no idea who Amalfi was. But anyway, we can still buy stuff here, or modify our ordnance. So if you want to take care of any last-minute port shopping, do that now. In fact, I think if we keep going forward, we're going to be encountering a different fight, so let's actually set our tactics. I forgot to do this before. Estelle will go in the front, you will go a little bit further forward, and you'll just go in the back. We'll just form a big line. Oh, I still have some rainbow jelly beans left over. No real reason not to use these, because I have ice cream now. How are we looking? Okay, we've got decent amounts of CP right now. I think our EP is probably fine to handle one more fight. Because, yeah, the moment you go up these stairs, we have fight number 2 out of 5. Isn't that exactly what Croco said in Super Mario RPG? That actually had to get, like, changed in the European version because it was another case of the American localizers totally, why are we inside the castle for this battle area? I forgot that happened. But yeah, it was another case of the localizers, kind of not realizing that bugger is a lot harsher of a word in British English than it is in American English. Or more, but it isn't even a word in American English, and, yeah. Anyway, wow, I have White Kahana on Estelle. It's rare that you actually see that. She's not nearly as good with it as Joshua is, but at least it does decent damage. It's kind of interesting how the attack Dobermans were really dangerous earlier in the game. They're complete jokes now. Do I swipe that critical turn? In fact, I may have to. Because I do not want to lose all of my built-up CP on Shara. Wow, they do no damage to... Oh, that's because of my defense buff, thanks to, Lichtkreis. Is this gonna do enough? Okay, the good news is it did not knock that guy out of the Aerostorm AoE. He's still barely inside it. And that should be... Yep, there we go. Okay, Estelle should definitely level up before the main fight. I wonder if Chloe will as well. Okay, that's fight number 2 down. I think I'm okay right now in terms of healing, though I could afford to raise up your CP a tiny bit. Just in case I need to go for another emergency Lichtkreis. And fight number 3! I kind of doubt you were the same two that tried to hit on us as maids, but still, if you are, revenge time. This fight's kind of similar, except that this one has 2 solid doses in it, which inflict delay on you with their basic attacks, which can be very annoying. Right now... Oh, I can't get you both with that. And I probably should have... This is actually a bad formation. I probably should have put you a little further back so I can get you with, a horizontal line probably would have been better, let's just say. I think you're just gonna go straight for Aerostorm. It's kind of unfortunate, but lightning's not really that amazing in this game, I find. Okay, what are you gonna... I guess you'll just go for... like... no, they're gonna be moving further forward. I thought you would do that. And meanwhile, Chloe... I think Chloe will focus on the solid doses. They thankfully move very, very slowly, so it'll be a while before they get to you. They're kind of like the canine attack dog equivalent of Armor Knights. Okay. Don't need to go for the one that's fainted. And I guess regular aerial will be better than Aerostorm right now. Are you still inside it? I don't know if you're actually still inside that area. I'll just Hellgate you two. As you can tell, these battles are not what I'm really worried about here. And it was still inside it, nice. Oh yeah, that's also why you don't really want to set a formation like this, because Bullet Barrage can quite easily get you. I didn't actually want to auto-target onto that, but I guess you can't really control what you auto-target onto. I'm probably going to need to heal EP after this. And there is Estelle's level up. It's a bit abrupt, the music suddenly changes, but anyway. Once we go inside there, we're going to have another fight, and that one is kind of a boss fight, so obviously we want to be on our guard for that. I say kind of a boss fight because it's not like it entirely is. It's a bit of an interesting one, let's just say. Yeah, I'll move you a little closer in. A big bunched up line, which is probably bad for Bullet Barrage as well, but it's good for Earth Wall at least. Okay, in terms of our stuff, yeah, I will need to EP charge a little. Okay, that should be fine. Now, the next fight you might want to save before, because there is a bonus BP condition in this fight. In fact, I think it's the first time we have a bonus BP condition within a battle. And the second time will come in the battle right after. There are a lot of mid-battle bonus BP conditions in Cold Steel, but we'll get to that when I cover that game. Oh, Duke Dunan. How we have looked forward to this. Unfortunately, if you've been waiting for this moment and you've been wanting to beat his face in, I have some bad news for you. And you never will be, if we have anything to say about it. Yeah, Duke Dunan really is that much of an idiot. He met her several times before, he's meeting her now, and he's only just realizing that she's Claudia. He's her uncle, by the way. Yep. I guess it makes sense that he put... another amazing Estelle line. So yeah, I mean, she's not one to talk, but still. I guess it sort of makes sense, given how ridiculously pretentious and high class he is. It kind of makes sense that her dressing herself in commoner clothes would mean that she barely registers on his radar. Oh, by the way... Yep. I don't know, I really love this moment. I love this moment so much, because it's just like, even Chloe's getting in on it. So, there is one very, very unfortunate thing about this fight. Hi there. I still don't like those guys. Oh, and by the way, Duke Dunan doesn't actually do anything. He just runs around scared. We can at least see his description. But anyway, so, the reason why we're not going to get our moment of satisfaction just yet, the bonus BP condition in this battle is not to defeat Duke Dunan, even though he's worth a lot of Seamus. Yeah. You actually have to not defeat him in this fight. You need to kind of show a little restraint, which is a bit of a problem. But, oh well. We can make do. The real problem with that condition is that it means you can't just confuse the Halberdier, because if you do, there's a very good chance that he'll attack Duke Dunan and take him down, and you really don't want that. So, obviously, yeah, it is much better to just go ahead and try and take that guy out on your own. I will probably need to heal Estelle now. I will definitely need to heal Estelle now. You know what?
We're good to go.
Oh, I actually haven't buffed my strength. I'm thinking of just unloading an S-Craft from Estelle right into that guy. In fact, that won't actually finish him off either. Right. Let's just blue impact you right now. Oh, great. I hate when he does that. Yeah, he can buff his allies. And, you know what? Honestly, okay, I'm S-Crafting with Estelle. If this doesn't work, I might actually S-Break with Shara as well on that 10 strength turn. Yep, going for it. Goodbye, Halberdier. I really, really do not like you. I guess we haven't seen this in a long time. Once this guy is out of the way, the fight's not too bad, but as usual, they're complete pains. And fortunately, we never have to worry about them again. I believe that's the last time we ever fight those enemies. Yeah, that strength buff is actually really dangerous. I'm going to have to go ahead and revive you now. Well, yeah, the good thing is he can't really make things any worse than they already are. Yeah, perhaps I should clock up EXU. And you'll just Earth Wall us. Okay, bad news is I can't go for Heaven's Kiss here because I don't have any CP. That's why you want to keep your health up, obviously. And I guess I can go for Aerostorm right now. Just got to make sure that we don't catch Duke Dunan in it. Again, it's really annoying that I have to say that, but we do. Defeating Duke Dunan is sadly not permitted here on a maximum BP run. But I guess we can just spam Blue Impact now. Yeah, I guess it's better to just take out one of them. I do not want to accidentally misclick and hit Duke Dunan. I mean, I do want to, but the game is not going to let me. Yeah, he just runs around doing nothing, basically. And occasionally buffs people. And there we go, that's that fight over.
Nicely done.
Well, at least you do get a little bit of satisfaction. Oh, Philip, this is not exactly what it looks like. I mean, it kind of is what it looks like, but we didn't physically harm him ourselves. He kind of did that himself. No, we're not gonna go ahead and do that. And with that, so ends the saga of Duke Dunan for the time being. He'll be forced to face what he's done eventually. For now, though, coming up next is fight number 5. Through that door. Through that door is Lieutenant Lawrence. So, you do not have to win this next fight. In fact, you are very much expected to lose. But, if you want maximum BP and all the achievements, you have to win this fight. And that's what I'll be trying to do next time. Yes, I'm going to make that its own part because I have a lot to say about the upcoming fight. For now, I guess I'll just go ahead and heal. And the first thing I will say is you definitely want to use Rainbow Jelly Beans to buff everyone's CP up to 200. Trust me, you do not want to go into this fight with anything less than 200 CP on everyone. Okay, everyone at 200. Okay, step 2 is to max out. I don't even care that I'm using my EP Charge EXs. If there's any time to use these, it's now. Okay, full EP on everyone. Chloe's gonna swap out information for something better, I think. I think EP3 is probably the best, which means I'm gonna actually get to use another EP Charge. And I'm gonna save, and next time we go over our battle plan for this fight and likely fail many, many times. See you then. Trust me, you are gonna want to watch the next episode. This is a really, really interesting fight.